Good evening, students. Today we are going to see the next topic, EBS, electronic banking or e-banking we can say. My dear students, e-banking. E-banking means already you are knowing it means electronic banking, means banking through electronic channel. It means banking through electronic channel. Okay. Under this, all banking transactions carried out with the help of computer system and any users having a PC, okay, and a browse can or access the bank website, avail of banking services. Okay, my dear students, electronic banking is banking over the internet. It's a part of virtual banking. Getting you all, it's part of virtual banking. So what we are saying, e-banking means banking through electronic gadgets, banking through electronic system with the help of PC and by the connection of internet. Getting you all are? So this is the most important point, and so many times the questions comes in the your examinations. All my okay, my dear students. So next, the features of e-banking. We can say what the features of e-banking here. See here, the main feature of e-banking are as follows. These all are the feature. There is no face-to-face interactions. Definitely there is no need to face of interactions. Second, both the bank and a client needs computer mobile, means you can through access the bank websites through computer, through mobiles. Okay, my dear students. Next, the client has to give e-banking option to the bank, means the client has to provide to bank what means he will use the internet banking or e-banking, sorry. Next, the bank staff and the client must understand the e-banking technology. Definitely the customer must understand the e-banking technology. Getting you all are? So by this way we can use the e-banking. Okay, my dear students. So again we are seeing advantages of e-banking. This is the advantages, means customer get the 24 hour and 365 days services in through e-banking. Customer can make the permit transactions from residence. Definitely recording of each and every transactions inculcates a sense of security. Definitely sense of security always customers feel in the case of e-banking. Next, customer feel unlimited access to the bank, increase customer satisfactions, means if you go through the manual channels to the bank, then what you get, it means you get there are lots of instruction, lots of objections, or sometimes you feel like the bank employee is not satisfied when you come again and again in the bank branches. So through e-banking channels you can whatever time you can use, whatever whenever you want to, you can use to that. So this is the main benefit of the e-banking. Next, e-banking offered the following benefits to bank. There are some benefits to the bank also. The bank gains a competitive advantages. Okay, it's a most important thing. Next, network of the bank is not limited to the number of branches. Okay, means bank can connect the lots of number of customers at a one time. Through e-banking system, central database reduce the load on branches. Definitely when the bank enabled with CBS database, then bank uh, customers load on bank branches, then definitely will be reduced. What are the disadvantages of the e-banking system? This is the advantages. What you can see, we can see here advantage. The first advantage, the bank and its clients to invest money in the e-banking technology, means the customer and the bank also they have to invest in the sector of e-banking. Second one is training in technology is needed for both. Definitely training is needed, or for awareness is needed for the employee, for the customer and bank also. Third, clients may not be able to transact due to defect or virus in the technology. Sometimes virus, sometimes hacking, sometimes illegal or unethical transactions due to some hackers, done by some hackers, then the customer has to face of all these problems. Okay, my dear students. So these all are the advantages. Getting you all on? Next, EFT, electronic fund transfer systems. In the last lecture, we have studied what RTGS, NEFT, and now we are going to understand EFT, electronic fund transfer. EFT. Okay, my dear students, now we are going to understand EFT. Under the system, money can transfer from one account to another account. For example, a bank transfer the salaries directly from the company's account to the accounts of employees, accounts of the by the company. The service save both employer and employee from the inconvenience and risk of handling large amount of cash. Getting your so means in the company or institutions or organizations, they can use the EFT system, or for paying the amount of bill, for paying the amount of bill, dividend, salary, pension, these type of things, club membership fill, water bill, loan installment. So the companies can use, the bank can use to the EFT system, and they can transfer the money easily. It's a scheduled payment. Scheduled payment means payment on time. You need not to know, means when you need not to remember all the date of the all the transactions, the when I will pay the water bill, when I will pay the electricity bill, when I will pay the gas connection, LPG bill. So what is this? This is the scheduled payment arrangement under EFT. Means you can transfer easily from one account, pay the from one bank account to another bank account. So this is the EFT. Okay, my dear students. Okay, next, features of EFT. There are lots of features. First one is payments are made on due dates. Whatever due date you will set, again and again the scheduled payment will be ready for the next. There is no loss in transit. Yes, money handling, and there is no loss in transit. No expenses are to be made correspondence, definitely. Next, there is no mishandling of cash, and transactions are very effortless. Getting you all? So this is the EFT, benefits of EFT. Next, automatic teller machine. Automatic teller machine means ATM is an automatic machine. A customer withdraw or deposit money with the help of this machine by inserting his or ATM cards by and typing his or personal identity PIN number. Okay, number. The ATM operates for all the 24 hours. This is much less costly and less time consuming than a human teller employee. ATMs have begun to assume the role in many bank kiosks, making the needs or a visit to a bank branch almost negligible. Okay, seeing the popularity of ATMs, bank have now begun to install other devices. Okay, such as cash depositing machine, in which you can deposit loans, cash, passbook, printer, internet kiosk, information kiosk, and phone banking devices. Next, okay, my dear students. So what we are seeing at present, there are around 91,000 ATMs are working. So you are seeing, you all are introduced from the ATM, and what ATM, how ATM is benefited, and some bank branches with the ATM, they are cash depositing machines. They are, means if you want to, we can withdraw the amount money, you can use ATM, and you can, if you want to deposit your money, then there one attachment with the ATM, cash depositing machine, you can deposit your money in bank. Okay, my dear son, at any time. So next, debit card, you know very well. ATM sometimes called, or ATM always call, on ATM card, your ATM card, it will be written what? Debit card. Means debit card is that type of card when you utilize the money from your bank account, whatever you have deposited, and from that card you can utilize in the payment of the amount, in the payment of the anything. So this is the debit card. Getting you all? Means debit card when you can use when you want to utilize your money, whatever you have deposited money in the bank. You can see here, a person get a debit card by depositing money in bank. Okay, the person can what it is written, the card holder can make immediate payment for the goods purchased or services availed with the help of debit card. So this is the same things you can understand very easier way. Okay, my dear students, the main features of debit card you can see here. The main features of debit card: the card holder has to pay deposit money with the issue of debit card. The card holder name, address proof, means all these points you can very easily you can understand. Okay, the next topic is credit card. Credit card is the most important topic, and you can see here credit card is the means anybody having good reputation can obtain a credit card from a bank. A person need not have money in his bank to get a credit card. Rather, it's a type of overdraft facility. The name, photo, signature of customer, the name of issuing bank, and date of validity are inscribed on the credit card. The credit card holder can buy goods and services with the help of credit card. He keeps on depositing the money used as per the agreement with the bank. The features of credit card means if you don't have money and you are the reputed customer of the bank issue to you credit card. What? Credit card. Credit card means up to a certain limit, according to your reputation, according to your turnover from your bank account. Bank create your limit, and from up to that limit you can withdraw money from your credit card or deposit the bill or deposit the payment the bills of various type, and you can create shopping. Okay, my dear students, so this is the benefit of credit card. The features of credit card holder must enjoy good reputation. Definitely people shows where I have lots of credit cards, it's a status symbol like, and good reputations in the bank. There is need not to advance money with the issuer of the card. However, issuer may ask to open an account. Okay, so you have to account from in any bank and deposit. There is no need to deposit any advance money for opening for having credit card. Next, the card contains personal details. Definitely, credit card allows credit facility to the card holder. Definitely, the card holder makes payment after using the card. Means make payment after using the card. The card holder pay some charges. Definitely you have to pay some charges for the debit card and also credit card also. Okay, some incentive gifts may be available to the card holder. Means whatever time you will use the credit card or debit cards, you get the incentive bonus points or incentive points, and you can redeem to that points in bank. Okay, my dear students. Next, telebanking means banking through telephone channel. Banking through a personal computer of a customer is a linked telephone to bank computers. The customer can get information about the balance account and latest transaction detail on the telephone. The facility is available around the clock. So this is the telebanking system. Okay, next, CBS. CBS branch means core banking solutions. Whatever I have discussed in last class, core banking solution. Under the system, all means a customer be a customer, not a single branch. He will be a customer of the whole bank. Okay, my dear student. So this is the CBS means if you go in any bank branch and in big letters you will get this bank is CBS enabled branch. In big letters, enabled branch already you will get, means in bank. CBS branch means all, means you can the transactions, means suppose your bank account in Gorakhpur and you this is the CBS enabled branch, and you have bank account in Chennai, not, you don't have bank account and you have go for the tour in Chennai. Okay, so if you need money at in Chennai, then you will go to any CBS enabled branch and you can withdraw money from your bank account. So what is this? This is the through CBS enabled. Getting over means this branch will see your informations according to connectivity, according to your database, whatever he is saving under CBS system, and according to that options he will pay to the amount to you. So this is the benefit of CBS enabled branch. Okay, my dear students, see here, under the system, customer become customer of the bank rather than customer of a branch. By opening a bank account in one bank CBS facility, the customer can operate the same account in all over the branches of the same bank anywhere across the country. The bank gives a unique ID CBS branch customer who gives him the privilege of opening an account with any of any of the CBS branches without any formalities. CBS also known as centralized banking system. There are lots of features you can see and you can easily understand: instant transfer, cash withdrawal, updating the passbook, the facility of centralized corporate. All these things already we have done in the last year project, my dear students. So you can easily understand through your last year project. Next, mobile banking. What is mobile banking? Mobile banking means mobile banking transactions through the mobile bank. SMS alert, you get the SMS alert from bank at the time of withdrawal or debit or credit money, at any type of transactions from your account, the bank gives the SMS alert. Next, some peoples are favoring of mobile banking and some peoples are hurdles, means there's some objects which comes under in mobile banking. So what we can see here: forces favoring mobile banking, for cost, connections, reach, Aadhaar based cash transfer, means these all are the what favoring, means mobile cost 10 times low, connections, means in India there are almost 80% people are getting phone and they can connect through the mobile, which there are 60% customer can reach through mobile phones, access the bank account through mobile phones. Aadhaar based cash transfer, it's a very easy, and now you are knowing very well, means you can use the Aadhaar based cash transfer or cash withdrawal. Hurdles in the mobile banking: devices, means device is the necessary, without devices you can't do. Transactions cap, means the limit of transaction 50,000 per day, according to the RBI guideline account limit. Okay, so these all are the point you can understand very easily. Okay, my dear students, next, an alphabet soup to the nourish banking health. You can understand these all are the important points whatever I have discussed earlier. You go through, and it's the most important you can see in your books. Next, bank draft. Bank draft is the already you all are knowing bank draft. What is bank draft? Because you pay your fees through bank DD. One thing, students, you should know about bank DD. Bank draft is the safest mode of the transmitting money or paying money. Okay, now my dear students, it is the safest mode. So that's why school use, that's why the many type of organization use to the bank draft for the remitting the money. Okay, bank draft is a type of check drawn by a bank either on its branch or an account bank in a favor of third party. It's payable to the person named in it or in his order, always payable to the demand, is therefore also known as bank draft. Okay, a bank draft, the most convenient and safe means of sending money from one place to another. Definitely, the person the most convenient and safe, who wants to purchase a draft, fill in the prescribed form available with the bank. The duly filled in along with the amount of draft plus commission is paid to the bank, and after they issue the draft. He then sends the draft to the receiver by post or courier. The receiver can get the amount of the draft from the concerned bank. There is no risk of dishonor. A specimen of bank draft is a given below. This is the specimen copy of the bank draft. You can see here. And if you want to prepare bank draft and you go to preparing for draft, it means you have to pay some commission or some charges regarding preparing draft. In the case of bank draft, there is no any chance of dishonor. You all are getting the dishonor of the bill, means the payment cannot be done. In this, the bank draft is not possible, because under a bank draft, a unique number created by the bank, on that number, uh, that amount will be safe, and you can send the money. Okay. Next, features of bank draft. Features of bank draft, you can see money can be transferred, remitted easily, safely. The issuing bank charges commission from a bank draft. There is no danger of dishonor. Means these all are the feature and very easier. Okay, my dear students, so you can go through these points. If you have any problem, you can ask in in comments. Okay, and your UT1 syllabus has been completed, now finished, and you have to preparation for the UT1 test, which are going to be start what 1st August. So please prepare, and it will be a multiple objective, multiple choice questions. So you have to prepare, you have to prepare yourself very deep through deep studies. For today, thank you very much. Good night, everyone. Thank you.